So we have reached Alaba International Market, and it is hard to describe, but this is easily the craziest place I have been in Nigeria, and I have traveled all over the country. Alaba International Market is quite possibly the largest electronics goods market in all of West Africa, known for the selling and reselling of used electronic goods. Here they specialize in mobile phones, TVs, laptops, generators, and other electronic devices. It is also a place that is particularly known for fixing used electronic goods. So for example, TVs that get discarded in countries like the United States are sent in large shipments to Alaba International Market from abroad. Here people then will take apart all of the parts and reform new TVs so that they can be sold on the used market in Nigeria. The people that work at this market are primarily Igbo people. They're a tribe in Nigeria known for their business skills and often do businesses like this. There are people that are often known for trading and traveling, so they have the connections around the world to get things like international shipments of TVs sent back to Nigeria. In this video, I'm going to take you on a journey to one of the craziest markets I have ever been in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm going to show you what's happening here. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Igbo people and learn about this very fascinating place in Lagos.
So today we'll be going to Alaba International Market. In Alaba International Market, you can buy electronics, you can fix your electronics, you can import stuff, you know, something like batteries for your inverters and stuff. So we're going there to check it out now, and we hope it's going to be an exciting one.
They import things from the US,
yes,
but some of them are new, some of them are old,
new, some of them are used, and some are
broken and they fix them. So tell us about
some
that.
of them are broken and fixed, and some of them are not really good. Like you buy them and when you get home, they become faulty once again. And once you go back to where you bought it the first place, you never meet them there anymore. They're really that crazy sometimes, yes. But overall, it's most of the time we buy good stuff there.
All right, we are coming off the keke and we're going to change over to a bus to reach our final destination here. This is us, okay. So this current bus died, kind of. It was traveling really slowly, and so our driver is going to put us in a different bus here. We made it.
So now we're biking into Alaba Market now.
Oh wow.
There you go, let's go. Ooh.
3 different transports.
Oh yes.
This is the beginning of the Alaba Market.
But we're going to the main market now.
Okay. And so it's so large you have to take a bike to get to other areas. That's how big this market is.
Let's get mine. You can see people coming out with food.
Yeah. With people are coming out with electronics and
So much.
It is hot, and we are stopping for some water here, much needed in this weather. How you say thank you in Igbo?
She's Yoruba.
Eshe. Eshe ma. No, this is okay. She said make a help her. Make a help her. All right, let's drink this water because it is so hot.
This part is for mostly electronics, both new and used. Back here. So I'm taking it back now.
So you're taking me to the electronic part?
Yes.
Okay. This market is mainly known for selling electronics, so some new, some used, imported mostly from, well, imported probably all of it, from the United States, from other West African countries. It can be in broken condition, poor condition, they'll fix and repair it. Good condition, they'll just resell it as is, or new, they'll resell it as is. And it's located along the main road going to the border to Benin, the country right next to Nigeria. And so it's on that road because it's very easy to bring goods in from Benin or ship goods out to Benin. Because you're mostly out of Lagos. We're on the edge of Lagos as you're going to the west. And so it's a convenient location for that import-export type business.
This is, the moment you arrive at Alaba, you'll be approached by a lot of touts who want to take you to the specific spot where you buy your stuff, and you get to pay them at the end of the day. But usually we avoid them because we know where we are going to. All right, so now,
but if you don't know, you'll use them for their service to take you,
It cuts the time, saves time and stress for you. But usually they charge. They charge
for that,
They charge a lot for the stress. All right.
This place is just, thank you. This place is just inconceivably massive. We've been walking into the market and it's just endless. But they're selling things like propane cylinders, selling things like washing machines, TVs, stove cookers, clothes, like I'm just looking around, seeing speakers, everything you could imagine. And Nigeria is good. Nigeria is good. So yeah, everything you could imagine is being sold here, and it is just endless, stall after stall after stall.
It's endless, miles of so much.
Miles, you say miles
yes,
of
hectares of land. You cannot finish it.
Yeah.
You cannot walk the entire Alaba market. It's impossible. They have everything: TVs, radios, phones, shoes, clothes, gas cookers, gas burners, fans, tape, you name anything you want, household items, everything. It's all here in Alaba. But you cannot finish walking the entire Alaba. It's impossible. It's too massive. So we're still on. And
I'm telling you, I've traveled a lot of West Africa and I've never seen something like this, where you have to literally take a motorbike from the one end of the market to get to the middle, because it's just that big.
All right, let's come back.
What you were saying about Igbo people in this market?
Okay, like I said, Igbo people, they are very enterprising and very lucrative. They like businesses a lot. They like business opportunities, anywhere to make the quick buck, to make money. And they sell good stuff too. As you can see, some of these things are brand new. They sell very good stuff: wires, TVs, radios, CDs, sound bars, gas cookers, gas burners, dishwashers, washing machines, you name it, everything. They sell them in very good quality around here. Igbo people, they are very, very good at business.
And Igbo people also travel a lot around the world. Yeah.
They travel more than any tribe in Nigeria. Yes.
To do business mainly.
Yes, to do business. Yes. They're all over the world: China, US, Ukraine, Russia, Dubai, Paraguay. I've seen them in.
Really?
Yes.
Anywhere, yeah.
We met them
everywhere. We met Igbo in Costa Rica doing business.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Igbo.
And Brazil, like everywhere.
Yeah, my tribe. Those ones just like making noise, but Igbo people, they are very enterprising. Wow. They are very good people.
So one thing you'll see in this market, there are a lot of these cart pushers going around, and it's like a business. So guys like that basically are contract labor, and if you purchase things at some of the shop more than you can physically carry comfortably yourself, you can just pay them. They'll load it up in that cart, and then they'll take it to your your driver or your transportation that's going to meet you at the front of the market, who will then bring it to wherever you need to get that delivered to. So now we're going into the interior here, where they fix TVs. This is one of the main things that happens in this market, and so we're coming to check it out.
This point here now is where you fix TVs and DVDs and the general electronics, different things, fans, sound bars, you name it. I think the boss is back. Yeah, so
if you can bring a TV here.
Yes, to have it fixed as well. You can fix
or buy a new one.
Or buy a new one or fix it. Whichever
one that's used but fixed.
Yes, and buy it. Just
yeah, thank you.
It's also doing what do you call it?
So this TV is plugged in, and you can see only this part works. And then these are all the parts. So what they'll do is they'll get these broken TVs from abroad, or people bring their own broken TV here, and then they will fix them by using the parts they have scavenged from those other broken TVs, and they know how it all works, and so they can figure out what's broken and replace the different pieces. And so here you see all of their TVs, all of their parts, their workstation. This is like a voltage meter, and so they know, you know, in all these smaller parts here. And so they can repair those TVs, and basically, if you're in the US and your TV's broken, you're like, well, I'm just gonna get rid of it, because I don't, you know, the cost to fix it is probably more than the TV itself. So they'll take it, they'll send it to Nigeria, and then someone here at this market will take it apart and take the working pieces and then use those and fix other TVs, or use those to fix other broken TVs that had come in and then sell them as used TVs. It's very interesting how it all works in here.
I mean, this is board. This is Samsung television. Samsung. Oh. Then this is the board.
Had a moment to talk with some of the vendors here and get a little bit of their perspective, and it's interesting. We got into like political discussion, a little talk about how Nigeria is, but one of the questions I really wanted to ask them was, why are Igbo people so into business? And I know this will be controversial as we talk about politics, so I'll just relay what they said to me. Of course, these are not my own opinions, these are just what people have said to me, but they said that one of the reasons they're really into business is they feel that the government is not really taking care of them or supporting Igbo people. And of course, we know this dates way back, this perception, to the Biafran War in the 1960s and 70s, something like that, was when the generally Igbo people in the eastern part of Nigeria, that they called Biafra, fought a civil war here in the country against the west of the country, or the rest of the country. And so the Igbo people just feel like the government isn't really supporting them. And so rather than have government jobs or things like that in the public sector, they have felt that they had to make their own way by starting businesses, by being innovative, by repairing TVs and doing all sorts of things like that. And so that's kind of their opinion on the matter. And another reason why they say so many Igbos go abroad is just maybe not feeling comfortable in Nigeria as an Igbo person, but also for the opportunity to do business. And so, you know, because they're in business, they're interested in import-export, things like this. And so they leave Nigeria for political reasons, but also for greener pastures and just opportunities to make money, as they just don't feel supported in that in their situation here in Nigeria. So I hope that sheds a little bit of light on kind of why Igbo people are so business oriented, why you see massive markets like this that are mostly Igbo people working here, and a little bit about their sort of like culture and history and why they're so intent on going abroad. And generally, I found that if you meet a Nigerian abroad, it depends where, but in places that are mostly like more remote places that they're less likely to be Nigerians, you are very likely to meet an Igbo. So you'd find some random town in northern Canada that has like very few people living there. I can guarantee you there's very likely a single Nigerian living there, and he's very likely Igbo, because they're the kind of people that just sort of spread out around the world like that and find businesses and take part in that. So hope you got a little more insight on the Igbo people. Well, we are heading out of the market now, and as you can see, a heck of a lot of traffic. It's barely walkable with how much traffic is going on here, but this has been an amazing day. Learned so much about how they fix TVs and, you know, the sort of ingenuity behind the people here. how they can just take parts and stuff that we would have thrown away in the US and said this is garbage, and turn it into something new, into a brand new, while technically used, but almost brand new TV from the parts. So it's really, really amazing, these people. Just crazy. Traffic is not moving. Even all these bikes, which should be able to make it through, are stuck. Even the cart guys. Well, we have made it back, and what a fun day. Thank you to this guy, my amazing tour guide here. He's so knowledgeable about everything and was really able to show us around and see a lot of cool things at that market. So yeah, overall it was a really good experience. It was really hot. It was tiring. It was pretty busy. We were there on a Saturday, so I was told that it's probably going to be twice as busy on other days of the week. So just be warned if you're going there. But again, it's a place that, again, I felt safe there, you know, without the fear of someone stealing my stuff. But at the same time, I would not go alone. I would go with a local friend who knows that area, who can show you around. That's of course why I came with him. And yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. What are your thoughts on the safety?
Well, it was fun. Well, Igbo people are not really very engaged when it comes to taking money from people or extorting people, but they are very nice and warmly and very welcoming. So it was a great day. It was a good tour, and we hope to see much of Chris soon again.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you. And so if you enjoyed watching this vlog, you enjoyed learning more about Lagos, I also sell a guidebook to Lagos, Nigeria, with all sorts of interesting information about hotels, places to eat, places to shop, things to do for entertainment, markets to visit. So linked in the description of this video is a link to go and check out that book. If you make a purchase, I would really appreciate your support in helping me continue to make cool videos like this about Lagos, Nigeria. So thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.